We're here on the Oxford Road, which is one of the main roads leading to Pangbourne and Oxford. And until the mid-19th century, it was mainly agricultural land until it was developed into elaborate houses for the elite in Reading. In the 1950s, Reading's stable economy provided employment opportunities for Irish, Eastern European and Caribbean men and women who found affordable homes in the Oxford Road area. Today, the mix of Georgian, Victorian and modern buildings has given rise to a unique culture. This area forms part of Reading's High Street Heritage Action Zone, which was announced in September 2019. The aim of this project is to highlight the wonderful history of Oxford Road, the people who have lived and worked here, and to look forward to the future of this community by celebrating the heritage. We're here at Trinity Church on the Oxford Road, which is one of Reading's biggest thoroughfares. Trinity Church was built in 1826 by Reverend Holm of Shinfield. The architect was Edward Garbett, who also designed the parish church in Thiel in the same year. In 1845, Trinity Church's facade was completely changed by architect John Billing to what it is today. William Fox Talbot, an English inventor of photography, photographed this church, which means it may well have been the first church ever photographed.
The pulpit is a Queen Anne pulpit dating back to the 1600s, and it came from the redundant Church of All Saints in Oxford. Our priest went up to look at it and decided to buy it, and they let us have it for £450. It was valued at the time around £4,500, so we got quite a good bargain. Now it's priceless now, because if it was destroyed in a fire or anything like that, you couldn't rebuild it as it is now. The organ also came from All Saints in Oxford. Fr Brindly was up there looking at the pulpit, and they offered it to us for £150. He transported it down here, and then the organ was rebuilt using part of our own Georgian organ, back to 1700s, fitted together with the organ from All Saints. The hand marbled case came with it. It's a very fine organ, but again it needs some restoration work. The screen was by August Pugin, made for St Chad's Cathedral in Birmingham. In the 1960s, when they were reorganising churches, they decided they didn't want it anymore. Rood screens had gone out of fashion, so they threw it out on the scrap heap, literally. And our priest went up and had a look at it, bought it, had it transported down here and refitted in here. So that's the reason why this building is Grade 2 listed, because of the Pugin screen. The altar was paid for by a parishioner to mark the 100th anniversary of the church. There are 4 piers with the black marble top on top. The stained glass window, that window was covered up for the last 50 years, and so nobody knew what was behind it. We uncovered it, and it's in memory of George Jackson and his daughter, which is almost certainly the Jackson family from Jackson's Corner. And the one next to it is for his wife. That's a very historic Reading connection with the Jackson family.